this is Jeff Mesnick, and I'm here with the Channel Marketing Journal. And today I'm here with Teresa, Reagan, and Nicole, and you guys are from Achieve Unite, is that correct?
That's correct. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for being here. We're at CP Expo here in Las Vegas. So why don't you tell us first a little bit about Achieve Unite and what you guys do?
So we are a growing solution provider who is helping vendors and service providers build their channel, get it right first time. Strategy, programs, education. We're having a ton of fun and all experts who are deeply expertise to the channel.
Oh, excellent. Well, I know that you have been most recently a channel chief.
Yes.
Where was that?
3 companies.
3 companies?
Yes. Yeah. At Sienna, at Extreme, and at Nortel. And now we work with a lot of SaaS and cloud companies. And
Great.
how do they get their channel right
Great.
and make the right decisions the first time so they can accelerate their time to market?
Awesome. So we actually were just at a great roundtable where Larry Walsh was leading it, and they were talking a lot about the importance of collaboration.
Yes.
So the need for vendors to help their partners and for partners to start looking for partners. So I was wondering if you guys could talk a little bit about how you look at how would you advise vendors and channel marketers to think about their needs for collaboration?
Okay, do you want me to start? So there is actually an ISO standard for collaboration. And so getting it into the DNA because you have to get it into the DNA of the individuals.
Yep.
You've got to get it into the DNA of the organizations that are going to be working with partners, and then you've got to get it into them together. And so we have a whole methodology that we drive and a whole program that we drive to help companies do that together. Yeah. And and you've got to learn how good you are at it and what do you need to work on, because it starts with each of us.
Right.
In collaboration.
Okay.
So we have a lot going on around collaborative selling.
We do. I mean, one of the key pieces is really understanding what your value proposition is and then weaving that value proposition with your partner's value proposition so you know how you can work together to solve your customer's problems, because it really starts with the customer.
Right.
And understanding what are they trying to accomplish and how can you work together to accomplish a solution to that problem.
So it seems to me that a lot of vendors make a single mistake, and it's a challenge for them because they get pushed a lot of information, but they really try to push everything to everybody and not really focus in on the partners and the partners' needs.
Right.
So
and that's both at the type of the partner and what their business models are, and then that's the role of the partner, the role within the partner, right? If I'm an executive, I care about something different than the sales rep cares about with the partner, and really being focused about that messaging.
Right.
So that also affects the fact that now we have, more than ever, we have ISVs who are coming in and starting to want to be part of the vendor marketplace. And now you have partners who are trying to say, well, I need to sell not just a product, I need to sell a solution. So I need to collaborate not just with the vendor, but I need to collaborate with the ISV. So what are you telling the vendors about that?
So we believe partner-to-partner interaction is going to become more important than ever. Because like folks have been saying, it's a whole solution that you're taking to the market and it's driving a business outcome. It's not about the product anymore. And so all of those folks have to come together to build these solutions. And that is not an easy process, which is why how do you build these 3, 4, 5 vendor solutions real time in a workshop to get it right so that you know it's going to resonate with the players.
And that also means that you need to have a technology to play it.
Yes, that's true. That's that's a great point. That's a big piece of this.
If you have an ISV and you're an MSP and you're just a VAR and you're trying to create a solution, I mean, what do you see? Like there's VARs that are across the spectrum. You have VARs who understand how to do marketing, and you have VARs who are 95% of them who are probably just sales driven, trying to figure this all out.
Well, and you have to do one-to-many communications and collaboration.
Right. When it comes to technology, we have to have the right tools for the right partners. And some of the things we're seeing with our clients is teaming on deals. So being able to actually leverage technology and automation to team a partner, a VAR with an ISV. So both partners can see the deal and interact with the deal. So those are some of the things. But then from the marketing standpoint, you've got to get the messaging right. You've got to train partners on how to market. You've got to give them the tools that they need to actually understand where the market's going or going to where the puck is, right?
Right.
And a lot of these smaller partners don't know how to market. They don't know what they're doing, whereas larger partners, they do. So the messaging for one type of partner is very, very different. So it's making sure that's very cohesive and succinct, and that the marketing programs are focused on the right types of partners and their needs.
Right.
Yeah. And there's a whole DNA to this automation, one-to-many, the processes that I think you do a fantastic job of helping with, helping both vendors and service providers with.
Right. So sometimes you mentioned earlier that sometimes you do a lot of training to help or train the trainers type of activities. Is that correct?
Yeah, sometimes you have to actually put training together for marketing, right? Or other components, right? People don't just come to the table as a partner and absolutely know your DNA as a company, and they've got to get ramped quickly. And so putting the right tools in front of the partners at the right time and making it very easy for them to do business with you, that it's a game changer for our clients.
And it seems like that's what you need to do with the collaboration as well, where you're probably trying to match the technology that the vendors might have in place. And it probably is frustrating for the vendors because they have to have different technologies focused on different partner segments. They can't just build a portal and say, here it is, go for it, right?
Right. So they have to really understand kind of the business context that it sits in and help the partners to develop the skills to grow their business and really think big picture.
Right. And I can tell, like Microsoft seems to have a few people there that seem to understand that. I know that if you watch some of our earlier interviews, we have Deanna Ishak you can take a look at, where she basically just runs just a partner education type programs. So there's some learning that we can take from
There's
that.
learning, and then not everybody has the resources of the Microsoft. So how do we help our vendors, our program folks, our channel marketing folks, our channel strategy folks? How do we help them, that are on a much more limited resource basis to build these things correctly? Whether it's training, whether it's automation, whether it's programs, whether it's marketing.
Right. And there was a number that in other interviews that we were throwing around and wanted to know how you guys felt about this. Our feeling is that about 5% of partners really know and understand marketing, and the rest either are very sales focused, are hiring technical people. So we just talked with a firm that does executive search and support of a business model for their clients, and they said that they're hiring salespeople and technical people at an enormous, much higher clip than marketing folks. Is that something you guys are seeing out there? Is that a challenge for the vendors?
I see a couple things. One is the blend of marketing and sales. It's getting harder and harder to delineate where marketing stops and sales starts. Because 50% of the sales cycle is done before they ever talk to somebody.
The buyer's journey has changed.
The buyer's journey has changed so much. So we definitely see that. The other thing is, who's the decision maker? 50% of the IT decisions are not made in the IT organization anymore. They're made in lines of business. So it might be a marketing executive, it might be a chief security officer. So how do we make sure that we're selling the right thing to the right customer with the right proposition?
Right. Seems like some good challenges and good things that you guys need to address.
Exciting opportunities. That's right.
Definitely.
Good. Well, thanks for having us today.
Oh, thank you very much for being here. So we appreciate it. So Reagan, Nicole, and Teresa from Achieve Unite. And this is Jeff Mesnick signing off from Vegas.